Our motoring tip of the week concerns brake noise. Now, I often get customers calling me, and I just had one recently where they said, you gotta look at my brakes, they're making an awful grinding, scraping noise. I pull the wheels, look at them, still 50% of the brakes left, call them up. Yeah, every morning I'm getting this noise when I first back out of the driveway. So that noise that you get initially first thing in the morning, especially if your car is parked outside, is considered normal. And it's because the brake rotors rust. Doesn't even have to get wet from an actual rain or snow event. Just relative humidity from the air overnight can cause the brake rotors to get a little bit brown and rusty. And until you scrub them clean with some heat and friction of driving the vehicle, they're going to make noise. Now, this is what they should look like when they're in great shape, but it's only that scrubbing and heating action, the friction of use, that keeps them squeaky clean the way this car is. If you look at this one right here through the wheel, you can see the rotor's all brown and rusty. So when you move this vehicle, it's going to sound awful for the first couple of blocks until you scrub that off. Now, if you get a grinding noise that persists past that point, now you've definitely got a problem with your brakes. You've probably worn completely through the pads. You're wrecking the rotors. You need to have it serviced ASAP. If you get a chirping or squeaking noise that's every wheel revolution, and it's modified by you applying or releasing the brakes, you're probably on the wear indicator, so you're very close to worn out. You need to get your car in fairly soon, get the brakes looked at, and get the pads replaced. Now you can see on this BMW, it just pulled into this parking space. The brakes are scrubbed nice and clean, rotors shined up, everything looks great. On this SUV, it's been parked for a number of days. There's been a couple of rain events and the rotor is all brown and rusty. Now that's going to scrub away with the heat and friction of use. So remember that if you hear these noises initially when you're pulling away, to some extent you want to disregard them. If that grinding though persists, you do have an issue. Now, if you're going to be away for an extended vacation, it's a good idea to have someone drive your vehicle every few days, particularly if it's really a humid time of the year. The vehicle needs to be driven every 3 or 4 days in order to scrub those brake rotors clean so that that rust doesn't build up to a point where it just won't come off and it starts thumping and grinding and making all kinds of bad noises. That's your motoring tip of the week.